right. All
Yes,
right.
we got a great studio audience today. We got cheerleaders in the rafters.
That's right. Girl power.
Yes, indeed. Well, listen. Welcome to Miss Rocky and Shaviva North End Update Live.
I'm Shaviva.
I'm Rocky.
And this is North End Update.
And there's
Yes.
always something good happening on the North End.
Always, every the time.
And everywhere else. Right,
Yep.
Shaviva?
Yes,
All right.
for
So we
sure.
want to shout out to our frequent viewers. Where are they, Shaviva?
Actually,
Okay.
we got a prize drawing, right? That we
Yes.
want to jump on right away.
Okay.
Is that not so?
We'll just do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We know that we told you on our Facebook page that we were going to give this drawing to some of the most frequent watchers on North End Update. We had some great people, and we're going to give
Yes.
away 3 of your book called In Due Time.
Yes.
All right. So
Okay.
hopefully you're watching so you can witness this.
All right.
All right. First name is? We want to keep our word. That's why we did it first.
Shelley Woolard.
Shelly, awesome.
Shelley Woolard.
Yes, I just took her a prize the other day. One
Okay.
more. Let's shake it up
All
again.
right. Shake, shake, shake.
3 books, and you get a book, and you get a book, and you get a book
Okay.
today.
All right.
Next name is
Joyce Ann Phillips.
Joyce Ann Phillips.
Okay.
Yay! One more.
One more.
And
Okay.
this one, the last drawing. Okay. Then we're going to shout out to our frequent viewers.
Yes, we are.
We're not gonna forget them.
This is Carrie Hicks.
Carrie Hicks, we met her.
Yes.
Were you with me when I met Carrie Hicks at Basil Pizza? It was me and Francesca. Well, congratulations to everyone.
Yes, to Joyce Ann Phillips, Carrie Hicks, and Shelley Woolard.
All right, right. And so
All
we
right.
want to tell you today to stay tuned because we have 2 main trailblazers right here in Waterloo in our very own city to start out Black History Month. Chassidi Martin will be joining us in a moment, and Joy Sallis.
Okay, yes, indeed.
Yes, and so we want to shout out to our most frequent viewers, and that is William Washington, Roxanne Coffer, Michael Irvin, Gretchen Harris, Cedar, Shaviva.
Virginia Henderson, Craig Hansen Stalling, Cindy Bancroft, Clint Shepard, and Dawn Klein.
And be sure to like our North End Update page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out our website. And we want to shout out especially to Nikki Milligan, Shaviva, for her
Yes.
generous support of North End Update and other organizations.
Yes, and you know, just someone in the community, and you know how you always say it takes a village. We really appreciate you, and we appreciate you being part of our village.
Yes.
Thank you.
Caleb.
June says, I finally stayed at home to catch you guys.
Oh,
Hey,
we're so
June.
glad to have you.
Yes.
Oh, is that a friend from Chicago?
From Chicago, yes.
Awesome. Thank you all for making us the best show on the internet. You know, it's always something good, and these people have made us #1.
There you go.
Hey,
There you
I'm going to
go.
go ahead and ride this way.
That's right, claim it.
All
Okay. All right.
Stay with us for Give It Air.
That's right, because we're going to be talking about the jobs that absolutely cannot afford to have any bad apples.
That's right. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about that. And a lot of you probably know which jobs we're referring to, but we're going to give that a little in-depth discussion so our guests can kind of hash around what they're going to say about that. And our talking point is it's perfectly fine to age and age gracefully.
Yes, indeed. That's what you want, really.
Right, and you don't want to go get all the cosmetic surgeries. We're going to get old anyway.
There you go.
Right? Okay. All right.
All right.
Last but not least, before we introduce our friends and guests, we want to remind people that we're approaching 6 years of positivity. Shaviva, can you believe it?
I know. It seems like just yesterday we started in your backyard.
I know.
Yeah.
From a North End perspective, and you know, we got this great event planned. It's an awards ceremony / entertainment situation / taste of Waterloo.
That's right. All of that stuff. And it's going to be April 7th.
At Waterloo Center for the Arts.
That's right.
Just want to tell you, we have our two of our first food people, and one of them is Rodney Baseberry, first base. Hey, Rodney.
All right.
Also, Mary Louise from last week has committed,
Okay.
and as well as, who's the other one? There's another one. I it was Dominique's. Thank
Dominique's.
you.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So
we got her on the hook, so you're not going to want to miss this
no,
event.
you don't. Oh my goodness. Yep, just for the food and all the other great stuff. But we'll talk about that more and more as time goes on. What you need to do right now is save that date.
Yes,
Okay.
and stick around, birthday people, because if Chas, she could kind of sing, but she always imitates other sopranos. It's not really truly Chassidi.
Oh,
but
my
she can
goodness.
sing a little bit. But I know Joy Sallis can really sing for real. Can she? I thought I knew it, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, let's go ahead and introduce them, and you guys can get ready for the birthday song. Joy Sallis, thank you and welcome.
Thank you. Excited to be here today,
Yeah.
and especially with Chaz.
Oh,
known Chaz
all
forever.
right.
So I feel these
Chaz-
two ladies, some of our faves, and then also Chaz.
All right.
Yes,
I love
thank
being
you.
on the show with Joy.
Okay.
I feel joy every time Joy walks into the room.
All
It makes me
right.
feel happy. So,
High
yeah.
energy today.
And
Yes.
you know, it's so funny. I was thinking about you this morning because, you know, I know your mama and all of that. And I had to think about way back then when you were born. What a beautiful name to give your. Are you the firstborn?
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
Joy is definitely what you feel when you're around her.
Absolutely,
Thank
Joy.
you.
It's
And she's
so true.
spreading it all
joy,
over.
She's a joy giver.
Not when I was a
Absolutely.
teenager, though.
Oh,
About 16 to 18.
girl. I wanted to rename her too. It was the same situation. Okay, well, we have a talking point, Shaviva. Oh, actually, we're going to talk about the Soul Town for just a
Oh,
minute.
for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so do I get to sing my little song?
If you wish.
Okay.
Soul Town.
You know about the Soul Town.
That's
right.
Soul Town. That's
This is the best. This is another one. You know about Travis.
I do, I
Okay.
All right.
The Soul Town.
Yes, indeed. Every week we tell you all how great this magazine is, and its beginnings right here in Waterloo. And it's gone from local to national to international. You can find recipes, you can find advice, you can find current events, entertainment, whatever you're looking for, right here in the Soul Town. And
That's
so,
exactly.
yeah.
That's right. And to get your copy, you can go to Earth's Beauty Supply, or you can go to the Soul Town Magazine. Thank you, Agnes. .com, right? Or you can call Chillin at 319-505-4020.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, are we going to get to our talking point?
Yes.
Okay. And it's brought to you by the Grout Museum.
The Grout has a number of exciting exhibits going on. For more information on their exhibits, you can go to their Facebook page. They're our hometown museum, and girl, they got some good stuff over there. I
They
know
do.
you are there for the Veterans
Yes.
presentation, and I know, have you walked through the Veterans Museum?
I have. It's been a while, though, but it's awesome over there. And they're constantly changing it and improving it, and so you definitely want to go to the Grout and rent the space.
And rent, yes, you can
Oh,
rent
for
the
sure.
space. The
Yeah, we've
Snowden
had
House.
the Legacy Ball there.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
in
right.
2019 we did. It's a great place for an event.
It is, and I see you're doing some stories with the Black Story Collective.
Yep. And the focus of that Black Stories exhibit is going to change to entrepreneurs and business people pretty soon. We're working on that. And they also have something coming up pretty soon that I am waiting for, and that is a toy exhibit.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
release
Oh,
my inner child and go, yeah.
I think I
Life-size games and stuff that you can play. I'm looking
Probably
forward to that.
dolls, and I got, thank you
Yeah.
for reminding me of that. So they bring you our talking point today, and our talking point today is you youngsters, y'all might think you're getting a little older. I suppose you might look in the mirror sometimes and say, I'm not like I used to be. What we want to tell them, Shaviva?
Hey, it is perfectly fine to age and age gracefully.
Or try.
That's right. Changing your appearance with whatever the latest rage is completely unnecessary. Eventually, time catches up with all of us. Okay?
Yes, and there's Nancy
There's a perfect
Wilson.
example of what we're talking about. Grace and maturity is attractive as well.
Right.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, very lovely.
She was, I don't know if she's still alive. Is she still around?
don't
But she
think
really
so.
did age gracefully when she was here. And what do you guys want to say about that, Chas? You got any?
You know what? I think that good choices in your youth really pay off in the long run, it seems. You know, trying to live in a way that's healthy and making good choices, what you put in your body, what you do with your time and recreation, and the relationships you keep, all that probably helps you to age gracefully.
Spiritually,
Is my thought.
inside and outside. as
Inside and
well.
outside,
Yeah, 'cause
yep.
you can see some things that can show on your face, you
That's what I
know,
think.
in
Yeah.
your spirit.
Absolutely.
How about you, Joy?
I would say I'm learning. Although me and Chas were over there.
We ain't
like,
Asian, so we don't
we're like,
really
Asian?
know. We
And
kind
we
of,
sign up for that.
Right.
But you know, it is. There's a lot of people that aren't here with us anymore, right? And so
Exactly,
even
even
thinking
your
about,
age.
yeah, definitely. And so even the blessing of being able to have another year on the earth, a year with your loved ones, a year to see your kids grow and spend time with your mother. I mean, you have to think about it from that point of perspective. So I agree, although I'm still not saying my age on here. Okay. I recognize it's a good thing to be here still.
yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
indeed. Yeah, when you live long enough to have lost people that are close to you, or to see someone go through an illness or some type of life change, it really helps you to know what is important, what's really important.
Right.
Absolutely, yes.
All right. Well, we just wanted to talk about that. Thank you, guys. It sounds like you guys are passing the test of aging. See, we're the ones that can tell you if you're doing all right. You're doing all right. We are quite seasoned. So, okay. Now, our Give It Air, we're going to talk about, you know, with all the police violence and everything, it's the elephant in the room, and it is brought to you by our Community Foundation of Northeast Iowa. But some jobs cannot have bad apples. I think Chris Rock was the one that made it part of his comedy routine, and sometimes you laugh so you don't cry. But in this case, police officers, how do you weed them out? I think when we get Joe Leibold on again, that's one question we're going to pose to him from the black perspective, because last time I think I addressed it from his perspective, but I'd like to know what the police department is doing to change the narrative of people dying from traffic stops. And that's a job you can't afford to have bad apples.
Right, and there's got to be something about it that's absolutely systemic, right? Because you know, they say, oh well, we have to. There has to be some changes made in how people are hired, how people are interviewed, what sorts of, you know, because culturally, you have to be sensitive to certain things, and there are some things that never get to be a problem until they are. You know, you don't realize how differently people see things or how different values are until it comes to something like that. And it was horrifying to read some of the comments that people have made about a young boy who was shot for trying to break into cars or whatever, 12 years old. He shouldn't have been out there. That's true. He should not have been out there. But even what you would call mischief for some people is not a death sentence. Give somebody a chance to be rehabilitated, to learn something different, instead of acting like, well, we put him down right now so he won't grow up to be
Lord have mercy.
no. You know,
Those are
the
some of the
kind of
horrifying
mentality
comments.
that looks at children as not able to be redeemed is the same kind of person that's going to think it's okay to pull the trigger first and ask questions later. So,
You
Couldn't
know,
have said it better. Absolutely.
in training for a gun, they tell you if a person breaks into your house and you see them walking out the door with your television, you're still not really legally able to shoot them. They have to be approaching you and ready to do bodily harm to you. So I can't imagine how the tables turn when it's a police officer seeing somebody break in a car or something like that. But yeah, these are some.
Absolutely. I would say I would agree with everything that's been said. There's a certain framework, and we have to be mindful of the messages that we give ourselves over to and how we are buying into certain messages concerning ourselves, concerning others, because ultimately, thoughts turn into emotions, and which include fear and just total exaggeration of someone's personhood. Negative stigmas put on people that don't belong and they're not theirs. So I think especially for police officers, police officers meet people in their worst. It's not their entire being, but in this moment, they're at their worst. And so you have to be trained in a way to say, I have to look past your current fault, address it, but also see your humanity through this bad choice that's being made right now, and choose life,
Yep, and if you can make that kind of distinction with someone who does look like you, you need to learn how to make that distinction with someone who does not.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Training too. Like I so agree with what you said, because like I'm a veteran, right? And so some of the things that I've seen our officers do, and my dad is a retired officer, right? So I have a profound respect for our officers. However, if a veteran was caught doing some of the things to someone who isn't a U.S. citizen, they would be held accountable. And so the fact that you see these things and know of these things that happen to U.S. citizens who we're supposed to be protecting and serving is just unacceptable to me. And I understand, too, like, there is an element of humanity in everything that we do, right? Because we're humans or whatever have you. But if I was going to be a doctor and have that level of responsibility for people's lives, it comes with that increased level of training, right?
Absolutely.
Increased level of certifications. And so I think we have to do our due diligence when it comes to getting people that are going to do police the community. It's our responsibility, right? And I know that may come with increased pay, right? And all of those things that people deserve if they're going to have that level of responsibility. But we owe it to the communities. We owe it to the officers, right? We need to be setting them up for success as they're going out as well, too. And so I think we have to look at it from that standpoint. And then, Javiva, the best point you made is with even people that are pro-blue, right, that back the blue, then you're law-abiding. So if I stole your car, the penalty shouldn't be my life.
Should not be death.
Let's just go apples to apples. It just wouldn't be that. And so thinking about it from that lens of whatever lens we're at, the consequence shouldn't be that we're having the number of deaths that we have.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very true. Well, we just had to give that a little air, Caleb.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Dude.
Okay, so Joy, we want to talk to you about your new position.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So I'm super excited. I am now the executive director for One Cedar Valley. And One Cedar Valley is a nonprofit that is going to remove barriers for people to get to meaningful employment, right? So we're trying to make sure that people can get to jobs and careers that they can actually take care of their families. If we remember that horrible report, the 24/7 Wall Street report.
It's changed everything around here.
It has. And yet and still, it just came out again in January. We're still number 6 on that list. It still looks like the average black household earns under $30,000 a year. So it's hard to think about home ownership. It's hard to think about all these other things and preparing for your future when you're essentially trying to survive. And so what we want to do is help more people get into meaningful careers where they can actually take care of their families because they deserve it. And so we're doing that. I love that she was talking about the SHIFT program.
Yes,
SHIFT.
I wanted to just commend you on being the founder. Can we just give her a hand?
Yes.
Because listen, I've
Joy,
seen
you are
more
doing
children come through that program feeling more qualified, more empowered just because of what you started.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for putting your life and your career and all your knowledge into this wonderful program, SHIFT. Talk about it just a minute, because it's just so exciting to see it happen.
And I love it. I can't do it without. I have an amazing team.
Yes.
From Kristen Cruz to Lori Dale, my mom supports. The schools have been good partners. I mean, literally almost anybody that we've asked to work with the kids, work with the students, they say yes to it. So it is definitely that. But basically what we're doing is giving kids work-based learning experiences in high needs areas. We're also doing entrepreneurship, and we're also doing financial literacy.
Wow.
So it's been just a really good program and awesome. And so shout out to my team because they've been amazing. And
They are. You have a great team.
Thank you
and
so much.
tell people how they can follow up on Shift, because we want you to keep talking about One Cedar Valley.
Definitely. So Shift is www.shiftyouth.com, SHIFTYOUTH.com, and then if you hit contact on there, one of us will follow up with you.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Caleb, is Amy on there today? I didn't see her making any comments, but Amy will probably put it in the comments.
Perfect.
So it should be like, wasn't it that we read that she was hired into a new position?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And how did that come about?
Yeah, so basically, there's been a group of leaders that included the mayors, the president of Hawkeye, the CEO of the Community Foundation, Ms. Deborah Hodges-Harmon, who is amazing,
yes.
Sherman Wise. They've all been working on putting together something that focused on increasing economic mobility for Black community members with a focus on workforce. And so they started in 2018, laying the foundation, and they're just giving me the honor to be the leader of it.
Oh, because that's what they're doing,
Yes.
okay. How humble. Well, you certainly do deserve the honor.
Thank you so much. So
Yes.
I'm excited too because we're also going to be launching a virtual tool so that if you have a barrier and you're working with me for career readiness, then say you have an issue with food security. Well, everybody can plug into this one-stop shop. And so versus you having to go around to all these other areas, we can start addressing your needs right away so that we can get our community better served, we can get people into meaningful opportunities. So that's the goal.
So who is One Cedar Valley specifically focusing, as say for instance Shift focuses on the youth? What about is One Cedar Valley?
Great question. So Shift is now a One Cedar Valley program. Yeah, we're now hubbed under One Cedar Valley.
Nice.
In addition, there's a program called Road Home that works with people with justice-involved backgrounds, led by Sherman Holmes. That is now or Sherman Wise.
Okay, I was like,
Sherman, I don't know why I gave you that. Okay, that's bro, but and so now Road Home is also a program under One Cedar Valley. Also, unemployed and underemployed individuals. We want to work with you to help you get you into the career that you want to be a part of, right? And then also employers, right? Because it's not one person's in. It's not, we have skilled Black people out there, and we need to talk to employers about how to remove barriers to make sure that we're actually having opportunities where everybody in our community can thrive. So if you fall under that, if you are a youth, if you have justice challenge background, if you are underemployed or unemployed, if you are looking for some type of certification, BIPOC neighbors, we want to work with you. And of course, employers, community partners. This work doesn't get done if we're not collaborating and working with a little bit of everyone.
okay.
Very good.
Right.
Wonderful.
You might want to be a politician.
I know. Joy for president.
Joy for president.
I still go to Cardi B concerts.
Okay. Well, you just qualified.
I can't do that yet.
No, okay.
God's still working on me.
Okay, I get it. You know when to pass.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you for all that, and we will have all of your information on our Facebook page, so make sure you watch for more of Joy Sallis Briscoe.
That's
on
right,
our
and One
Facebook
Cedar
page.
Valley.
And
Yes.
One Cedar Valley, yes, yes. And now, Shaviva, what about Chassidi?
Miss Chass.
Miss Chassidi,
Yes.
another co-founder.
It's me again.
Let's give her a hand. Yes, Chass. Building foundations for education.
That's right, making history, Cedar Valley history maker.
Yes, that's right. From the
Yes.
African American Museum.
That's right. Okay, talk about what's new and exciting, some new and exciting developments going on with Royal Legacy Christian Academy.
Yes, so I'm very grateful to just share about Royal Legacy always. I feel, when we started Royal Legacy, our desire was to provide an option in education, another option in education where families can choose the educational option that is best for their kids and not feel like they were forced into going to the school, not only a public school, but the public school that's in their district. If that was not the best thing for for their student. So many times financial constraints or just your family makeup, maybe you're a single parent and, you have to, work 2 jobs or support your family or whatever the case may be, limits your options in making the best choices for your family. And so what we wanted to do was remove that financial barrier so that if a private school or just smaller classes, or if a faith-based education was important to your family, you could access that education. And so that has always been our heart. And now recently the school choice bill has passed.
Yes.
Not without much controversy,
right.
But it did pass. And because of that, now families in the Cedar Valley do have an option, and it's not based on how much money you make. You're able to make a choice, and each child in your household now has access to $7,598 to go toward a private school if that's your choice. Mm-hmm. So if the public school that you're in is still the best space for your child, can continue on, and that's just fine. But if you feel like I want my tax dollars to go to where my child will be best served, and I don't feel like this school is serving their needs in the best way, then they can actually access those funds and go to a school of your choice. And so we are celebrating that. We are welcoming students. Enrollment is now open at Royal Legacy, where we offer small class sizes, a faith-based program. We have our Spanish immersion program is being rebuilt, and we're excited about that. And we also have great after-school program options and before-school care options, and so much more.
Yes. We watched them grow, Shaviva.
Yes, absolutely.
Even from not even having a lunch program.
Right.
Yes, and and so it's really tremendous to see all the different things that these funds will provide, will afford our students now. So that's really great. So
okay. Yeah, and this means, what about your daycare?
Yeah, Royal Legacy also has a daycare program. We're serving infants, where we're partnering with House of Hope. So House of Hope residents have primary access to our infant care center, and we also serving 2 to 5-year-olds in our Legacy Littles program at Royal Legacy. And enrollment is now open for Legacy Littles, 2 to 5-year-olds. Plus our after-school program is open for all K through 6th graders in the Cedar Valley, and transportation options are also available for that.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Well, Kindergarten Roundup, last thing
Oh,
I'll say.
there you go. Say
Kindergarten
that.
Roundup is February 27th. If
Yes.
you are interested in learning more about what kindergarten is like at Royal Legacy, come to our Kindergarten Roundup program, and you can call us at the number on the screen, 319-595-1097.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome sauce.
Fabulous.
Well, we're just so proud of you. Watching the school grow and develop, it means so much, and the community's proud of you ladies.
Absolutely,
and I know we
yes.
definitely are here at North End Update. So keep
Thank
us
you so
posted.
much.
And for our viewers, please watch our Facebook pages to find more information on these Trailblazers
Yes.
and their organizations and so much more, because we got all the good stuff.
That's right.
If you're scrolling, just
That's
come to our
right.
page.
That's right. That's all you need. I tell you.
Right. We got some special, very special birthday people, because we always have the best birthday people.
Yes, indeed.
Did you know that?
I did.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm talking about we're gonna let you read.
And if
a
you
few
don't
of
know,
them.
now you know.
Happy birthday to Tiffany Klinghammer.
Tiffany!
Yay! Janice
Yes.
Russell. Tina Moore.
All right. Judy Davis Gilstrap, Linda Campbell Red, and Tracy Lovelace Hill. Yes.
Right. And will you read those names?
Luann Clayton, Kendra Woolard, and Maxine Turner Matt.
Hey,
All right. Hey.
Happy birthday!
Hey, Pie.
Yeah, Lovely Henderson, Nyleta
Huffaker.
Huffaker,
Yes.
and Randall Creighton,
Oh, Randall
Jocelyn
Creighton.
Hickey,
Huh?
and Sage Martin.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Mom's
It's
birthday
February.
is coming.
Let me see, my name
I
is
just
not
said
on
it
here.
because it went on there.
That's
and I happen to know your
Okay, yeah,
birthday
yes, and
is
another-
coming up. Oh, it's not just February, it's just this week.
No,
oh,
it's
my
just
bad. I'm
from
jumping
Wednesday
the
to
gun.
Wednesday.
There's a
Shows on Friday.
special birthday tribute to Anna Mae
Yes,
Weems,
Anna Mae
February
Weems.
6th. Be sure to see the link on our page so that you can post a birthday greeting to her.
Yeah, you can make your very own video and tell her what she means to you. The girls, Yeshi Sahai and Saba and I and Ruby and other cousins are working on that. So please make yourself a personalized tribute video to her.
Yes.
All right. I'm sure you would agree
It couldn't fit more perfectly
than to have a world party.
on the day you came to be. Happy birthday
Come
to
on, y'all.
you.
Now sing.
Happy birthday to
Anna
ya.
Mae Weems.
Happy birthday, happy birthday to
Come on,
ya.
carry the baby.
Happy birthday
Come
to
on,
ya.
y'all.
Happy birthday. Woohoo! Yes, we did it. We did it, y'all.
We got through another show. I know Agnes is sweating back there talking about 2 minutes and stuff, but we still got something else to say. We got some great shows coming up. Where are they?
Okay.
You don't have them on here.
Yes, I do.
Okay, great shows coming up. Roz Smith is coming on. Mike Robinson and Gaston Moore are going to be talking about hunting. You know, a lot of people think black folks don't hunt. They
They
I
do.
heard
We
it's-
camp, we hunt, all that.
Yeah,
All of that
squirrel and
stuff.
rabbit season right now.
Okay.
We got, who else?
Nafisa, Cis Ebunye, Mayor Hart, and Daniel Zilk are
Yes,
going to be
talking
joining
about
us the week after that. Yeah.
Colon cancer. And then we're going to feature some other great people coming up at the end of this month. And as seasoned women, we have learned that some things, I've learned that courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. And I've learned that if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything.
You don't know nothing.
That's right.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. Well, learn that. Until next week, we're going to continue to keep doing more of what makes you awesome.
Yes, like Chas and like Joy.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
Because-
you guys.
Oh, like
Like you
us.
guys.
Oh,
Like updates.
Boom, shakalaka.
Yes, that's right.
Because
It makes us all look good.
Yes,
See
yes,
you
yes.
next week.
That's right. And if it's Friday, it's North End Update.
Thanks.
Excuse me, that was very gross.
All right.